Hello there guys, my name is Jacob P. Dorf and welcome back to another episode of the Space Engineer Spotlights. Today we are looking at a ship that was recommended by a subscriber, and it's called the Wayfarer Mark II, and it's meant to be a Corvette light cruiser, and it's by a guy called MagnumOpus. Now this craft, just to let anyone know, is DirectX 11 compatible, and that's probably why it looks a lot prettier on the video. So if you do want to check this out, make sure you've got DirectX 11 on to get the full ship experience, and check it out. Yeah, it's really cool. It's very colourful, as you can tell, and he actually comes up with stories behind these crafts, and I think he's done an absolutely phenomenal job on the ship. It just looks amazing, like with the ports and the vents, and again all the colours just really set it off. So this thing is meant to be designed to just be able to not live in, but more like a fighter. So it flies around, defends the larger crafts, and it has a lot of really unique features that are very simple to use, and you know, it's just very easy to fly, I've found, and it does have a lot of weapons on, guaranteed. So we've got these massive sniper rifles on the front, which do look pretty damn badass. I think we've got some scatter cannons or something on the front. We'll have to check them out and see what we've got. And then we've got a few other weapons as well. One, I think that's a weapon underneath. We'll have to check that out as well. But yeah, so he does provide the ship in its own cargo container sort of thing, or hangar bay. So it's going to delete that and go over to the other one. And we can check out some of the features while we're inside this, because it does really set it off having this sort of hangar here. It's really nice. So let's head in. Now, to get into this craft, what you've actually got to do is you've got to go around the back, and then there's a button. Now when you hit this button, something really cool will happen, and that happens. So we've got these rotatable and, I don't know, extendable platforms that come out, which are really smart. And as we go in, we've got a bit of a force field, which does actually contain the oxygen. So if we walk out here, no oxygen, walk in, we've got oxygen. So it's really cool how it works with that, and it's also got some really cool features when you push the buttons as well. So if we press this, you'll you know, everything closes up nicely, and it's quite compact in here, but very comfortable. And we got some, I think we got 3 refineries in here and 3 assemblers and 1 refinery. So you've got a lot in here, and then we've also got a med station right at the front, easily accessible as soon as you get in the craft. We've got the production systems on, lights on and off, so we can actually turn the lights off if you want. It's really nice how it's done. It's really human inspired, because you know, it's got a lot of features that talk to you, which is quite nice. So in here we have a large screen which show, well, a large variation of screens that show you what the hell is going on in this craft in terms of production and all that good stuff, and oxygen summaries and whatnot. And what we can actually do is we can turn these all on. So if we turn them all on, there we go, they're all idle, but they are on now. So if we were to start producing something, we would actually, you know, see it say, oh wait, this one's in use now, which is quite nice. And we've got some other screens as well which don't display any live information, but are just there for looks, which is quite nice. Now, the one thing I did like about this is how he's coloured the cables differently in all the other parts, and it really does make it pop. And again, the style is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. And we've got some seats here as well, which is quite nice. We can just sit and, you know, wait to be deployed somewhere. So let's get in the cockpit and see what this ship's all about. So the cockpit is quite nice. We've got a nice view. It's like a 180 view, and we can't really see below or above, but you know, it's quite nice. And what we can do is we can actually turn the ship on by pressing 1, and you'll hear it say systems online, and then there's another noise as well which turns on the engines and stuff. And this does actually come up saying, you know, gives you loads of information. And by the looks of it, it's called the AI Freya, which is quite nice. And it tells you about the battery recharge rate, battery output rate, and all that other good stuff. So it's pumping the information that you require right to your face when you need it. We've also got some other information on location, time and date. The speed of the ship, so if when we start flying you'll see that change and move. And then we've also got the light jump drive, which is something that's very special with this craft, so it can get places really quickly and effectively. Now we've got another screen here which does show how much uranium we've got and our power. Well, it's more like valuable resources, so we can actually see what we have and if we're running low on ammunition or oxygen and whatnot. It's really, really nice in here. I like it. It's quite cozy. Oh, and then we've got a manual at the top as well. I never noticed that before. So we do have the option to take off, so I think we'll do that now. Can we just pull up, or do we have to disengage? I think we have to disengage the landing gears first. Let's do that. There we go. So, whoa, this thing's got a lot of power. Jesus Christ, let's fly it out of here. It's a bit slow to move, a bit slow to tilt. It's one thing I am noticing when I'm pulling off, but let's get the full cockpit experience, shall we, and see what it's like inside. So as we start moving around, the speed does update, but it's quite laggy, but that's nothing to do with the ship. Yeah, it's actually quite nice to drive in all fairness. Again, it's a very slow. Got a bit of an issue where it likes to tilt on its own accord, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Now, we do have some other options in this menu. We have the option to shut down, we have the timer block for the entrance to do all that gubbins. We have the gravity generator that we can turn on and off, we have the timer block for the RCS, and we have that to turn off as well. And then we also have the jump drive. So if I go 5, we have all this stuff for the RCS, which I believe helps when docking and whatnot, so it allows us to maneuver a bit better. And then we've also... Oh wow! So is that a remote control jobby? Because the lights are turning on. But yeah, it's alright. I'm not going to try the jump drive because the jump drives can be a little bit buggy, but I'm sure, you could use it. I tried using it before and basically a lot of the items disappeared and it was very, very strange. Let's go, there we go. So I think what we'll do now is have a look at the weapons. So if we go over one, we actually have a lot of weapons on here and a lot of, pretty much an arsenal in all fairness. We've got some sniper cannons, which are quite slow firing but heavy damage. We've also got these single blaster cannons, which are like laser cannons, which are quite cool. And those are what were on the front, which I mistakenly thought were just like scatter cannons or something. We have some general machine guns on the side for some light support, and then we have, of course, some rockets underneath. I believe we don't have any more weapons than that, so whatever that is underneath, I don't know, maybe that's the jump drive. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys do want to go check this out, go onto the Steam workshop page. I'll link that in the description below, where you can go find out more about it, find about its story and things like that. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, then don't be afraid to like, favourite, and of course subscribe for more. And I will see you guys later. Peace.